Hi. So originally in the screenplay, there were villains. It's a spy movie. You have villains. So we thought.
Jane Smith.
Smith.
John
Jane Smith.
I have an assignment for you. Of course.
Okay.
They were the bosses of John and Jane Smith, called Mother and Father. I kind of knew going into the movie that we weren't going to want to spend a lot of time cutting to Mother and Father, based on my experiences with Bourne Identity, where even though Chris Cooper and Brian Cox were playing great characters and had a really interesting dynamic, when I previewed the movie, I found the audience really was much more interested in following Matt Damon and Franca Potente. So going into the movie, going into Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I already expected that we were going to want to cut away for a minimal amount of time to the villains. What I was really shocked to discover was that Brad and Angie were so captivating on screen that we didn't need to cut away at all to sort of keep the tension in the movie, which is a huge testament to Brad and Angie's performances. Nonetheless, we really did have great scenes, and I'm glad that at least on DVD they can be presented. So I have Mother and Father played by Jacqueline Bisset and Terrence Stamp for you to see.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Father.
Jane, how nice to see you.
John.
Wish it were happier circumstances.
This is great.
I'd like to meet my husband,
Meet my
John.
wife, Jane. Pleasure. She does nothing but talk about it.
How troubling.
Let's go inside. One of you can still save the other. Get your better half. Walk out of here alive.
Widow or widower. Your choice. Quite romantic, we felt. It's what romantics do, isn't it? Sacrifice yourselves for love.
Till death do us part.
So, you ready to come home?
Here's our plan. You two back off. And then we back off.
That's your plan?
That's it. I'm trying to come up with something more clever
No,
than...
yeah, you'll have nothing worse.
Regardless. Here we are.
Here we are.
We decided just to show up and brass it out. Oh, it feels good. Feels more us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So thanks for coming.
Do you have any idea how many times you're outnumbered?
Yes.
What the devil makes you think it can work?
You know, this is us. This is what we do.
Plus, we have very big bones.
Well, that was a fine idea.
You said it'd be sporting. We'll be in touch.
I really should have killed you back in the 70s.
When are you, darling?